Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are talking about a Norvina dupe. That's right, Bad Habit has released their Norvina dupe palette. It's called the Luna palette. So if that's something you're interested in watching, then you guys are in the right place. We are about to get into it.
I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf.
All right, guys, so I've got you moved just a little bit closer because I want you guys to really be able to take a look at this palette. So first of all, let's talk about Bad Habit for just a moment. Now, they have really grown in popularity as of recently. Typically, the only retailers that Bad Habit had were like the Hush app, where you could get on the Hush app or hush.com and order some of their palettes. But now Bad Habit Beauty has started marketing off of their own website at badhabitbeauty.com, which is phenomenal. You guys, the experience that I had with Bad Habit Beauty on their website, it genuinely, I was so proud of them, especially for this being the first time that they have launched shipping, you know, from this website, a product from this particular website. Usually those things don't go very well with large organizations, let alone a very small indie brand, and this being their very first website launch. With the amount of anticipation there was out there over this palette, I really expected this website to crash, it not to go very well, the shipping to take a really long time, because, you know, it's just all a new experience and I wasn't very sure how it was going to go. It was amazing. First of all, I got on, I checked out as soon as it released. There was no lag time. Everything went perfectly. Now, I want to talk about something else, which I think it really should wake people up in the industry out there about how you can handle getting products to your customers and doing it at an affordable rate. Number one, the shipping was like $4 and change. Number two, as soon as I ordered it, I immediately got a confirmation email from them with a order number on it, all that good stuff. I got that, you know, immediately. And then, not only that, that same day, as a matter of fact, that same day, about an hour and a half later, at 2:03 p.m., I received an email that says, your order's on its way, and here's a tracking number. An hour and a half after I placed the order, I had a tracking label and a tracking number for my package. What? That was at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. At 7 o'clock that evening, I also got another email that said, not only did you get this tracking number, but your shipment is on the way. And I thought, well, that's fabulous. I'll probably get it first thing Monday morning. No. I placed the order on Thursday, and the order arrived and was delivered to my doorstep at 2:55 p.m. on Friday. The next day, you guys. The next day, this product was at my doorstep. Now, and for $4. I didn't have to pay for like priority shipping. I didn't have to pay like $20 to get it overnighted. I didn't have to do any of that. If this is the precedent that they are setting going forward with their products, then kudos to them. And all this shows me is that if a small brand is able to manage this, they're able to get their distribution down flawlessly, their communication with their customers down flawlessly, their ordering process was flawless. If an indie brand is able to do it, then these organizations out there that have millions and millions of dollars at their disposal have absolutely no excuse. Absolutely no excuse. These guys are setting an amazing standard in the beauty industry. They're setting the standard that amazing products don't have to be expensive. They can be affordable. They can be a $16 palette. A $124 palette can be a $20 palette. Shipping that gets to your doorstep the next day can cost $4. I love the message that Bad Habit Beauty is injecting into the beauty industry, and I hope there are a lot of people that wake up. So, let's take a look at this palette. This is the Luna palette by Bad Habit Beauty, and it's the typical palette structure that Bad Habit comes out with when they do these ABH dupe palettes. It's a matte palette. It has this beautiful, really pretty kind of reflective raised embossment here that looks like the moon. It's really, really pretty. It's got this pretty purple background with the shades on the back. It has a great weight to it. It retails for $16. I'll give you guys a closer look of the palette here. All right, now they say that this palette is inspired by the magical hues of a moonlit night. They are 14 super pigmented shades that have, of course, dazzling, very kind of pearlescent finishes. Also mattes in here as well. You have neutrals, the vibrant violets in here. It's their typical creamy, blendable formula. It's buildable. It has these very saturated tones in it. Overall, again, great price point coming in at $16. The pans themselves are a nice size as well, just like the rest of their palettes, and overall, I love the way this thing looks. It is quite stunning. Now, as always, Bad Habit never makes my job easy when it comes to doing comparisons because they mix up their colors all over the place and they're never in the same formation as the Norvina palette. But these are the two palettes side by side, so you can actually see that they are pretty much exactly the same as far as tones and everything else about these two palettes are identical as Bad Habit always does. Now, I'm actually going to give you guys a close-up shot of these two side by side just so that you can really see how similar they are from a tone perspective. Now, the one thing that I will tell you that I like about the Luna palette a little bit more is that the metallics and the shimmers in here are a lot more user-friendly than the ABH metallics and shimmers are. If you'll notice the ABH metallics, they have a lot of these kind of sunken in places. They're metallics that are really crumbly and they're not very user-friendly. They have an insane amount of fallout, and overall, I've never been a really big fan of the metallics and the shimmer formula that ABH uses. I personally think that the shimmer formula, while just as intense and just bright, but very clearly a different formula in the Luna palette when it comes to the shimmers. In the Luna palette, they're just much easier to work with. They're just as gorgeous, but they're much more user-friendly, and they're just not as fragile and soft like the ABH palette, and I love that from a user perspective. I think it's just much more user-friendly. Alright guys, so let's get into the swatch game and see how close these tones really are. We'll go ahead and swatch out the Luna palette first, and then we'll do them shade for shade from the Norvina palette and see how they compare. And then as always, we'll play the Guess the Dupe game. So, here we go. Alright guys, so we have the first four mattes swatched out of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette. I am going to take these by finishes. I want to go through the mattes first, and then we'll go to the textured shimmers and metallics. So we're going to start with the mattes. Now we're going to swatch the first Bad Habit color, which is Crescent. The second Bad Habit color is called Supermoon. The third Bad Habit color is called Waxing. And then the fourth Bad Habit color is called Penumbra. And again, we have Crescent. Again, we have Supermoon. Then we have Waxing. And then we have Penumbra is the pink. And here they are, corresponding side by side. I do think that Supermoon, the tone is a little bit of a deeper purple and a little bit of a deeper pink. I think the tones are a little off with those two, but they are beautiful colors. So if you're just looking, you know, kind of for the overall theme, then you're going to like this. I do think the colors, as far as the mattes go, are a little more richer in the Bad Habit palette opposed to the Norvina palette, but they are just a little bit of a different tone. So They're not exact dupes. So here's the last 3 mattes out of the Norvina palette. And we're going to find these 3 mattes in the Bad Habit palette. So the first one is going to be Mare. The second one is Aphelion. And then the third one is Dark Side. And those are out of the Bad Habit palette. So again, that's Mare. And then we have Aphelion. And then we have Dark Side. And they are swatched next to their corresponding color in the Norvina palette. And these, I think, are pretty spot on. Again, I think Aphelion has just a little bit of a difference in tone, but not by much. There's the first 4 sparkles out of the Norvina palette, and then we're going to swatch those sparkles by the Bad Habit palette. And I believe we're going to be looking at Waning, and then Basalt, and then Opaloon, and then Meridian. So that's the corresponding Bad Habit shades swatched next to the corresponding Norvina shades. Now when it comes to these shades, I think they did a really good job. I think the Bad Habit shades are absolutely stunning. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. Now I did notice that rosy one on the end there has more of a brownish undertone, and one of them has more of a rosy undertone. So I think that's about the only difference in tone. All right, so here we are with the last 3 textured sparkles out of the Norvina palette. And these are Half Moon by Bad Habit. And then we have High Tide, and then we have Eclipse. So these are the corresponding Bad Habit swatches up against the Norvina swatches. To be honest with you, I think Half Moon, that purple one, I really like the Bad Habit formula there. I think it's just a prettier shade. All right, let's play Guess the Dupe. Now, one of these is Penumbra from the Luna palette. Can you guess which one is the dupe? Which one of these is from the Luna palette? It is the one on the top. All right, next we have Mare. One of these is Mare from the Luna palette. One of these is the dupe. And it is the one on the top. All right, so next we have Opaloon. One of these, again, is from the Luna palette. Which one is it? It's the one on the top. All right, next we have Half Moon. One of these is Half Moon. Can you guess which one it is from the Luna palette? It is the one on the bottom. All right. Next we have Meridian, that beautiful pink. Which one is Meridian from the Luna palette? And Meridian is the one on the top. I think that color is stunning. All right, next we have Waning. One of these is Waning from the Luna palette. Which one of these is from the Luna palette? Can you tell? It is the one on the top. All right, guys, so I put one eye on with I use 3 or 4 colors on one eye and 3 or 4 colors on the other eye. So one has Norvina, one has Bad Habit. I didn't really concentrate or do a difficult look. I just did something simple so you could see the difference. And this is the Bad Habit side on the left, and then you'll see the Norvina side on the right, just so you have a comparison actually on the eyes. So it is actually quite stunning how close a lot of these shades are. I think, as always, Bad Habit has done an amazing job at this palette. So if you don't have the 48 or 50 bucks to spend on the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette and you got 16 bucks laying around, this is it. I think they're beautiful. I have used all of them except for there's two that I haven't used, and that is the Eclipse shade, which is this darker kind of purple shade here. I haven't used that one yet, and I haven't used High Tide yet, which is this kind of purpley shimmer shade, but I've dipped into the rest of them and all of them are fine. They all blend out beautifully. It is the same typical Bad Habit formula, so you guys have seen me do a lot of looks with the Bad Habit palettes. It's not any different. The formula in here is amazing, and I'm absolutely gonna make it Erica approved. Let me know if you guys plan on picking this one up. It's definitely a great palette. I love what Bad Habit is doing. I love that they're bringing these really high-end palettes down to a very practical, affordable level, and I love that they're setting an example in the industry about how to have great customer service, great shipping, and keeping it all at a very reasonable price. Kudos to them. Congratulations, Bad Habit, on your website launch. I think you guys did a great job with this one. All right, guys, as always, follow me on Instagram at Erica Approved, and I will check you guys out in an upcoming video. I hope you guys are all very happy and very healthy, and I will see you guys in the next one.